It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it. Because
dashing through the snow. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A shotgun snap for Watson. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go. Shorty.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, it allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Sunday. Please. Hey, rip 5-2 out here. Run. Hey, ram.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Great. Big 5-7. Watch the shit. Black, come on. Tight. Black, come on. Black, come on.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
81. Zach. Let's go. 81. Lion.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're good.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lefty.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
There we go. Back. 120.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is Ajayi. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call. This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
They run with Ajayi, and he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wentz. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. Onto the field now come the Bears. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Watson on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. A give. This is Michel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Wentz trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Don't do Instagram because the fans watching. Fuck out of here. I'm being pressure.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Run. Great 15. Great 15. Ford Tokyo. I got one. Black. Here, shift.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Go.
82.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Now Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. A little 360. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is do that? I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, it's Michelle. Finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. On the toss, here's Michelle. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll start with a give to Cohen. Shifts by him at the 25. takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And it's Michel once again. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think will help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A big-time run there by Sony Michel. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now it's a Ajayi. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Shorty, shorty, shorty. Go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. But finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Black, no, feel it.
They run. This is Cohen. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Black, no, feel it.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here comes the Bears punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Black, come on.
They go play action here on 1st down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Wentz. Going up top. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. This is Howard on second down. Howard has the first down and then some. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, I was just going to go up there and tell them that one was
point
correct
after,
and one
right
wasn't.
down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put out my 30 days because they're going to need it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Winston, the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
It's almost better that I add the kids to mine, so
on the ground, Michelle. And some room to run now. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10. And taken into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Sony Michel, 77 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. They got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Either way, I'm still going to fight for Lance and AJ because I'm over 41 for the year.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And then even with you taking all the kids under you, you guys still would qualify because you're way over what the qualifications for hospital size are for.
They pitch out to Howard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team
I
that
don't know.
has
You the
enough
one
confidence
you
to
the
go
one
ahead
that
and
just
run the
said
football.
you
In that
need all the kids or
situation,
something. You said
that's
you should
almost
put
a
all the kids
tendency
on
breaker.
You just said that. You was like, I should put all the kids on my
Yeah,
team.
but that was before you made the comment that you had to talk to me.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
play
no,
went
yeah, I'm
nowhere.
not sure.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute
Well, no,
warning.
don't even worry about it. I don't even want the responsibility, so don't even worry about it. Forget it.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the air now with Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run with Michel, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Bears,